Hey guys, I've got a real treat for you. Something that came via Amazon yesterday actually, but I'm doing the video now today. I'm going to unbox it for you. Something from Dobests. Something that I ordered. I'm very, very enthusiastic about. It's a new activity I've taken up. It's a Dobests paddleboard. An inflatable paddleboard. You didn't think you'd get a rigid paddleboard in this box, did you? Of course not. Anywho, I'm going to unbox this right now and show you what's going on with my new obsession. Okay, folks, here's everything all laid out as promised. So you get quite a few things there for your $200, and well, including a paddleboard. Go figure. we're gonna unroll that and we're gonna lay it out and inflate it in just a moment. But I want to go over the contents of the Dobests paddleboard, inflatable paddleboard. Down here we have a repair kit, which includes a wrench-looking item. I guess that's to adjust the valve. And this is patching material, as well as some instructions on how to set up your board. There's a little cap that goes on the container. So that's really convenient to have. Patches and setup instructions. A friend of mine told me that maybe a good idea would be to carry some pieces of, what is that, Flex Seal tape that'll work a little more instantly in an emergency situation, rather than have to sit and wait for 4 hours for airplane glue to dry and while you're out on the beach somewhere. So definitely look into some Flex Seal tape. Over here we have the snap-on center fin, or the slip-on center fin for your board. This is the item that's needed to steer straight. If you don't have that on your board, you're not going to be able to control it too easily, so you have to clip that on before you can go on your paddleboard. And you can actually order replacements of those for about $11. I think they are on Amazon, so I would pick up a spare just in case one should break. You have one handy. Up here we have a pretty cool backpack looking carrying case. It has the Dobests logo on it and a name. A little zipper pouch here for some stuff. You can flip that over and you see it has carrying straps like a backpack. You can throw it right on your back, carry it on out to the water with you. That is really cool and convenient. Now this is the Dobests air pump. Now these boards are inflated to 15 psi. I had a board that I tried to inflate and I could myself get it up to about 11 psi before I started breathing heavy. But then again, I'm an old guy, so you know, you might want, unless you're physically fit and very patient, you might want to look into an electric pump, preferably a rechargeable one that you can, just take in your car with you and use it when you need it. But it does come with a hand pump, which is really awesome. And here's your paddle. Dobests, this is in 2 pieces right now. You slip that pole into that piece right there. See the pole there? And you can adjust the height as needed. Very cool. This long black piece of material here, this is your leash. That is your board leash, and you wrap that around your ankle. Now what that does is it keeps your board close to you. If you should fall off your board, the water might knock the board away from you and you'll be swimming to catch up with your board, and well, most realities you might not make it to your board and the board will get swept away, or you won't do so well yourself. So please keep your leash on your paddleboard and around your ankle at all times. I'm gonna probably tie a little knot in the end of that and use a carabiner to attach it to the back of my paddleboard, and you'll see why shortly. And this, all rolled up, is the paddleboard. I have not taken the foam off it or anything. I wanted to show you the parts first, and I will take this moment to unroll the paddleboard now and tell you a little bit more about it. And here she is unrolled. We'll start at the back. There's a D-ring in the back. That is a D-ring that's used to attach your leash to your board. Please, please, please attach your leash to the D-ring. It can save your board and as well as save your life too. This is the valve where you attach the pump and blow this beautiful board up. And as you can see, it's got a really cool design. I went with the mint green board. I don't know, I mean, they have a blue one, orange one, and mint green. Those are the color choices of the boards. And I think that mint green would have the least amount of contrast color-wise on the board. I live in Florida, so you know there's a lot of theory about contrast that a shark, attracts predators or sharks or whatever. So I went with the mint green to eliminate the contrast this time. The Dobests logo is a pretty cool looking little logo. I'll be proud to have that on my board. Out there sailing the Bounty Main. Well, no, I won't be sailing the Bounty Main on this. I'll be paddling along the Florida inwaters, in the shallows, the inshores, and having fun, hopefully. Not going anywhere where the water's too deep. And they have this deck bungee here that you can put your necessities in when you're out there paddling. If you have a dry bag with some extra clothes or some snacks and a drink or whatever you're bringing with you that day while you're out, that's what you do. You use that to secure your dry board. Now I'm going to take a few minutes to blow this board up. Well, inflate it. We're not going to blow it up. I don't have it's July 3rd. I don't have any fireworks, so I'm not going to blow anything up. But I am going to inflate this board, and we'll take it from there. Okay, folks, as promised, I've inflated my paddleboard, my Dobests paddleboard. Cool looking little logo there. This is your deck bungee. You can pluck that and see that's on there pretty tight. If you have a dry bag and some snacks and a water bottle, you can slide them under there and keep them safe while you're out paddling out in the water. There's a handle built in, makes it easy to carry. Over here to the back, we have the D-ring that you use to attach your paddle leash. Please, not your paddle leash, your board leash, although your paddle leash too if you want to, but your board leash, please use your board leash at all times. Make sure it's securely wrapped around your ankle and attached to that D-ring. I'm going to tie a knot in my paddle leash, I keep saying paddle leash, my board leash probably, and use a carabiner around there to make it a little tighter connection, a little more secure connection. This is your valve, your inflation valve that you attach the pump to. I'm not a masochist, okay? So I used an automatic cordless Serene Life pump to inflate this board. They do supply a hand pump, however, I'm lazy. So if you're out there on the beach, when it's hot and you don't want to do it by hand, then you don't have to do it by hand. And the front of the board is tipped up a bit, which is kind of a cool design. I've seen other boards that just kind of lay flat. And it makes me wonder, because when you're out there and the water gets a little choppy, it seems like the water would splash over the front of the board and make it difficult to cut through the water, to stay in control. It's 33 inches wide. It is 10 feet 6 inches long, and it is 6 inches high. So this is a very stable board for beginners and pros alike. Don't let that $200 price tag fool you, okay? This is a great board. It's a solid construction. It's dual layer PVC vinyl. Makes it very resistant to punctures. We do not want to get punctures on your board. Even though it comes with the patch kit, you don't want your board to get punctured. Somebody recommended to bring along some pieces of Flex Seal tape, which I think is a great idea. That's an instant fix, as opposed to waiting for patch glue to dry for a few hours. But that's that. So If your budget is a little bit light, say you can afford $200, you don't want to go out and spend $1,000 on a paddleboard, or even $400 to $600 on a paddleboard, I absolutely understand. I highly recommend the Dobests so far. It feels like it is the right choice. I am going to have this board out on the water in a couple of weeks, so like and subscribe to the channel so you can be notified when that happens. Also, if you want a video of the automatic pump, please let me know. I will do one for that as well. But right now, this Dobests board is the best choice. Thank you for watching, folks. Again, like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.